Let's say there's a truck. It starts speeding up.
Vroom, I'm a truck.
The truck goes faster and faster. Suddenly it comes to a stop. The truck is no longer in motion. Do you know why this happens?
Me and Rob are here to explain this to you.
This is the laws of motion for dummies.
Back in the late 1600s, there was a guy named Isaac Newton.
Yeah, this guy.
Hold up.
He realized that there were 3 laws of motion. These laws of motion explain why objects move and why they move at their speed and why they stop.
The first law of motion states that an object at rest will stay at rest, and an object that is moving at a constant speed will continue moving at a constant speed unless acted on by an unbalanced force.
Remember that truck?
Of course they do.
The truck started moving because an unbalanced force like the engine acted on the truck to make it move. The truck stopped also because of an unbalanced force.
This was because of the brakes this time. The brakes put enough force on the truck to make it stop. Now on to Newton's second law of motion. The second law states that the net force of an object is equal to the product of its mass.
Also known as force equals mass times acceleration. This relates to the truck because the truck needs more force to accelerate because its mass is so high.
While a car with lighter mass needs much less force to accelerate.
The third law of motion states that every action there is an equal but opposite reaction. In other words, when 2 cars crash, there is equal force between both cars.
When they crash, that is the action force. What happens? Both cars go backward. That is the reaction force. Both cars push back on each other to make them go backwards.
Also, even when there is a car not moving, there is still an action and reaction force.
For example, when the car is on the road pushes back up on the car so that the road does not cave in. Congratulations! You now know and understand the 3 laws of motion.
You now know why the truck started moving, why its speed increased, why it stopped, and the action or reaction caused if it got into an accident. This was the laws of motion for dummies.
Okay, let's say there is a truck.
It's me.
Oh, crap. Now on to Newton's second law of motion. The second law states that the net force of an object is equal to the product of... What are you doing?
Let's say there's a truck. It starts speeding up.
The truck gets faster...
Dude, that's
Wait, Josh,
backwards.
that's backwards.
No, it's definitely not.
Isaac Newton dance party. Oh yeah.